Hello drivers! As I said in my live streams, here is the video focusing on one of the most interesting new features of REDRIVER 2 made by Soapy. The project might be a perfect replica of the PlayStation 1 version of Driver 2 with graphics and performance improvements. It also has a few more things in its pocket to greatly add replay value to the player experience, and that's the user-generated content functionality. There are a few things that Soapy could not port to the PC version from the PlayStation 1, such as the saves files, the GameShark cheat codes, but also the replay chases used in some of the game missions. Without them, the car you are supposed to chase will just stay immobile, so it was very important to get new ones to work in the PC version. That's why Soapy had to make a tool to record by himself the path the car will follow, replicating as much as possible the original mission's tracks. To get a diverse range of behaviors, he gave this tool to some of the most active members of the driver community to let us record our own chases that could be used in REDRIVER 2. And we were very creative, I believe, as the following chases compilation from Chase the Intruder is showing, with replays made by Racing Freak, Olanov, Snoopii, Vortex and Fireball. You can even go left at the beginning, although it's not consistent with the opening in-game cutscenes going right. And at the next intersection we have Snoopii who is going left, Fireball who is going straight and Olanov who is going right. And just after we have another multi-path section possibility with the most common left turn. But on other occasions it will be completely straight. But not for Olanov, who will cut across the park to get back to the usual road. Racing Freak will take the same road as the opening of Chase the Witness, but without the frame rate drops, it's not that bad. Twist and turn to mislead the player, fake the entrance to Kane's compound and more. The same goes for the other missions such as hijack the truck, pursue Jericho, steal the ambulance and the famous chase the gunman. As I wasn't the only one being asked by Soapy to record chases, let's hear some feedback by another great member of the driver community whose shit tables you may have already used in the driver games, Snoopii.
Replaying the whole game with the new user chases really gave it a breath of fresh air. It really felt like a new game to me, but still aiming to be the original I played 20 years ago as a kid. And some of the chases actually made it a bit more challenging that I think as a kid I would never have beaten. However, Driver was always challenging, and I really love that the whole game is now a re-challenge, because where does this replay or user go? You don't know if he's gonna turn left or it's gonna turn right. That's a whole new thing, and that's really fun to play with. And especially one of Vortex, where in Chase the Intruder he actually takes a twist at the end where he doesn't go into the warehouse yet. He actually goes one turn later, and actually that got me, he got me there. I was laughing when I saw that. Recording these chases were also really fun because it put us in the developer mode seat, I would say, and it was really fun to make it challenging for yourself, where you would test your own replays and see if you could beat yourself, and it was really sometimes challenging. My own replays sometimes were challenging. Some of the earlier replays, even by Vortex, where he didn't play the game for a long time, as I believe, and he made a mistake, and that's really fun to see, and I had a good laugh and a good time playing some of the user chases during development of some. One of the time-consuming things about making these chases is making them without any mistake. Basic McNally, you cannot hit anything while you're recording. While you're recording, you have to avoid any traffic accident, because you have infinite mass and you can actually launch a car into the player, and you don't want to make it unfair in that chase, because then it would be just broken. You also had to be a good driver in terms that not only stepping on the gas, but you also had to take into account your position on the road, meaning that if you would take a turn, you don't make it too tight, because the turns are actually points where a player could potentially hit you. In one of my replays I made it impossible, because I took the corners too tight and I was not able to hit myself because I was too fast myself. So we had to replay and replay and replay. Sometimes even it broke during a replay because the game would crash.
Oh, and that makes the game crashed.
So it was time consuming. That concludes it for me. Thanks Soapy for doing this. You are a legend. And Vortex, thank you for having me on your video.
And big thanks to you too, Snoopii. Did you know he has around 900 subscribers for more than a year now? Let's show him some support by subscribing to him for all his great work making cheat tables for Driver 2 and Driver 3. The link to his channel is the description, so do it right after the end of this video, which will end by showcasing the making of a replay chase using the tool Soapy made. Let me show you how it works and what the challenges in its making were. It's a very simple yet efficient tool which comes with a special build of the game and specific replays file for each mission requiring chases replays. You just need to open one bat files and the game directly launches the mission. It starts by a replay made by Soapy, so if you are not familiar with the regular path, it's good to check it first, and when you are ready you can pause the game and it restarts. Indeed, for some of the tailing missions I checked my old Driver 2 Prima guide to see what the regular path was and to adapt my own record around it. Now that you've hit restart, everything you do will be recorded by the game, so you are free to do anything you want. For the sakes of this showcasing, I'm gonna take a really weird path so you can see what this tool can do. The only restriction is of course to end recording around the final objective to keep consistency between the gameplay ending and the ending in-game cutscene. So for Chase the Intruder I still need to go to Kane's compound, but I'm free to go there the way I want, and the player will have to follow me to not fail the mission by being too far away from me. If I'm satisfied with my run, I just have to pause the game, go to the film director and save the replay. The tool will save the replay as a mission replay chase. If I want to try it as a player to see if it's a good and challenging replay, I can launch it in REDRIVER 2 with console commands. So now I am the player and you can see that the chase car is doing exactly what I was playing earlier. The timer is based on the replay length, so you don't have to worry about it, and when the player will be near the final objective, the in-game cutscenes will play just as intended and the custom content I recorded fits perfectly in REDRIVER 2. It's a very interesting tool that shows the potential of user-generated content in REDRIVER 2. It's not publicly available to make your own chases yet, but we can expect it to be in the upcoming future, and I hope we will see great chases made by some of you, the drivers. It's the end of the video, thanks for watching, and I want to take the time once again to thank my REDRIVERs supporting the channel. DriverDimension.com, French Contact, Neurosins, Tank09 YouTube, Emmett McLaughlin and Paul Lanois. Also big thanks to the one who donate in my REDRIVER 2 live streams. Of course, I would not have been able to do content without the amazing work of Soapy on his project to reverse engineer Driver 2 in the first place. Thanks to you buddy, and see you soon drivers.
Go subscribe to him, he makes great driver content. Vortex, jij bent mijn meester.